Hello.
Oh,
I can see you, I can hear you, and I can see you also have a dog.
daily.
Amazing. I really love both skiing and dogs. So this is going to work out just great. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for your time. I'm very honored to talk about skiing with you, and this is going to be really emotional for me because I am missing skiing a lot because I'm locked down in Milano. So it's going to be refreshing to talk about skiing. So welcome and thank you.
Thank you for having me and thinking of me. Really
You
appreciate
have to forgive my Italian, my English. Can I ask for the correct pronunciation of your surname?
it. Lundquist?
Lundquist. Okay, so it's Taylor Lundquist. Friends from home. Taylor Lundquist. She is a freestyle skier, a skateboarder, and all around cool person. And I discovered her things while looking at my favorite at the moment YouTube show, which is the Line Traveling Circus. Taylor, you are sponsored by Line Skis, right?
Correct. Yep.
And this is basically the Line Traveling Circus. Is basically a YouTube show about crazy stuff done on skis, sponsored by Line Skis, which, by the way, are also my skis. The
Oh,
difference is that I just use them to go down slopes and pretend I can ollie, but I cannot. So, how did you start with? How do you go from regular skiing to freestyle ski and to all the more extreme side of the sport?
well, I grew up in Park City, so that's kind of the mecca of skiing, and everyone around the world knows about it. Um, Sorry,
No,
excuse
no
my
problem.
dog.
Dogs
And
welcome.
my my mom would take me skiing all the time. Um, and then I noticed that my peers were in a ski school, a freestyle ski school. So I wanted to be a part of that, and my mom enrolled me, and ever since then I was like, this is what I want to do. So I started competing when I was 12, and it just went up from there.
Yeah, this is to me it's incredible to me because when I started skiing, I started skiing in the late 80s, and the freestyle was non-existing. I mean, you had those hot doggers, I think, the really old school style of freestyle, but it was nowhere to be seen in Italy. I was taught to ski in a very, normal way. So when I found out that people were actually doing freestyle tricks on skis, I was really amazed because it's. I have to ask, how often do you hurt yourself? Do you get hurt while skiing?
Um, I have been lucky enough not to have a lot of extreme injuries. Um, I'm actually out right now on a knee injury, and thankfully it's just a sprain, so no surgery, just about 4 to 6 weeks out of skiing. Um, Before that, I got concussed and like fractured some ribs at Dew Tour, but other than that, I've been really great, really lucky
Yeah,
to
because
have a strong body and keep myself fit.
that is like because I was surprised. I was watching one of the many episodes of the Line Traveling Circus, and somebody hurts really bad, and nobody is panicking. Like, okay, it's normal. Somebody got hurt. Let's go to get some assistance. And it's kind of scary to me because I'm approaching my 40s, and I realize that also when I'm on a skate, I feel my body to be more fragile than what it felt when I was in my 20s. But I still try to get hurt from time to time.
Yeah, definitely. I feel myself getting a little more fragile as well.
And how do you started studying freestyle skiing at an actual school, right?
Yeah, well, I went to normal school, and then like after hours I would go train at the Utah Olympic Park, or take half days and go ski instead of going to school for a full day. I'd take half of the day and go ski.
And I have to ask, what about skateboarding? Because you are also. I'm trying to find. Okay, here it is. There's some. We have a raid. Grazie Angolo di Farenz per il ride. We've been raided with 360 people. Let me just say welcome in Italian. Benvenuti a tutti, benvenuti a tutte. Mi avete beccato in un momento molto particolare del canale, perché stiamo facendo un'intervista in inglese e la nostra ospite è Taylor Lundquist, che è una skateboarder, ma soprattutto una sciatrice incredibile. E quindi se vi interessa tutto quello che c'è dietro questo mondo, restate con noi, perché stiamo facendo delle belle chiacchiere. So sorry about that, it's just Twitch stuff. And what's your relationship with skateboarding? Is it something you do when you can not ski, or is it another side passion?
So I actually first started rollerblading. Even before skiing, I loved aggressive inline rollerblading. I would pick up a skateboard every so often, as well as biking. My mom would drop me off. In the summertime, my mom would drop me off at the skate park. I'd be there from 9 till the sun went down. And about 5 years ago, I absolutely fell in love with skateboarding, picked it back up again, and just gives me the feeling that I can't even describe. It's even more than skiing. I love the accessibility and being able to communicate with others better, and it's just a different dynamic, and it's so diverse. So it's definitely a special thing in my heart. But I try and do it throughout the year, even when I'm skiing. And typically there's not snow on the ground in Salt Lake, so I'll bundle up and go skate in the wintertime. Try and do it as much as possible. I always say that skateboarding changed my way to look at things, because wherever some normal people see a curb or a ledge, a skateboarder say, okay, I can do this, I can do that, I can grind, I can, and spot.
Yeah, it's so special. And also skateboarding helped me meet amazing people. I think I like 95% of the skateboarders I've met.
Totally. It's such a good community, and it's so broad. It's like with skiing, it's a privileged sport. It's unfortunate that you have to pay so much to buy all the gear and then buy the tickets, and hopefully that can evolve or change one day, but that's a beautiful thing about skateboarding.
Yeah. How expensive is skiing in the US?
Like a day ticket?
Yeah.
It depends. All the corporate resorts are pushing $200 a day.
What?
Yeah. My local Mountain Brighton, I think. So they'll do like night skiing deals, they'll do week deals, weekend deals. They try and make it pretty accessible for everyone in the valley.
This is even more expensive than Italy, and I thought that skiing on the Alps was expensive, but that's even more expensive than Italy.
It's really pricey. Yeah.
And can you ski all year round, or can you only do that in winter?
In Utah, you can't ski year round. Typically, I go to Mount Hood or Woodward Copper. They harvest all their snow and create a. I think I have some videos in my Instagram from Copper, but that's in the summertime. So I try and ski all year round, but in Utah, you cannot.
Because sometimes I see some videos of you guys from the line traveling circles skiing, and I see, okay, they are really not dressed for winter, so that must not be winter. What is your favorite trick or favorite thing to do on skis?
Favorite trick, jumps or rails?
Well, you can tell me that you prefer to do rails or you prefer to do jumps, because it's almost two different parts of the same deal.
Yeah, it is. I'd say my favorite thing on jumps is probably a Switch 7. And favorite thing on rails, I'm always doing blind swaps. So that I got to give that my round.
Rails are super scary. Something I see in videos on the internet, and that is completely unheard of here in Italy, is the more like street side to skiing. Like the thing you're doing here in this video I'm showing. I think we would never be able to do that in Italy, because the mountain towns are very small and very old, and there is no space to do something like this. How do you set everything up to go from, okay, that's a rail to this?
It's a lot of work. It's pretty new to me. I think this is my third year fully committing myself to street. It's a lot of work. You have to figure out if there's speed. You have to figure out, a lot of spots are at schools, so they have to be on the weekends. You have to worry about getting kicked out. So maybe a late night, 2 a.m. mission. You also have to kind of be educated about what others have done on that same rail or feature. So you're not showcasing what someone's already done. I think it's really the really special part about urban skiing is going to places where you would think, oh, this isn't possible, and making it possible. And it's really important to have a crew. It's hard to build a spot and then go and ski it. Go hike it 100 times until you get the trick that you want to get. So it's a really interesting aspect of skiing.
That sounds something very similar to what a skateboarding crew is like. Albeit, of course, everything is different because it's snow versus concrete. But
Yeah.
It sounds like the philosophy, it's the same.
Same, for sure. Yeah, I think that's why I enjoy it so much. You're, like you mentioned, you're constantly driving around and you're like, oh, that's a spot. Take pictures, remember it, label it on your Google Maps. So, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds so great. We have a question from the chat. Do you wear any modern device like mini airbags for the neck? like for protection?
No, I do not. I've been trying to wear my helmet more, save the brain. But typically I don't wear my helmet, but this year in the project that I'll be releasing soon, I have my helmet on in most of the shots.
The project is Skivas, right?
I actually got invited to X Games Real Ski.
Ooh, amazing.
Yeah.
Nice. Because I am there's a lot of videos featuring your tricks on YouTube. I see there is oh yeah, look at this. A thing that I always try to explain when people see these videos, it's that it's much scarier than it looks, because the camera makes it look like you're going on flat ground, like here. But this is not flat by any stretch. It's actually pretty steep.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, the camera always makes it look a little smaller than real life.
And also, there is another question from the chat. Do you know about a punk movie filmed in your area called Salt Lake City Punks?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, it was just a question from the chat. Another question from Slash in the chat. Do you know about our Italian Marta Bassino?
No, I don't think so. Skier?
Yeah.
It's a boy?
There is another Italian. The name is Marta Bassino, the one the user is asking about. I know of another Italian freestyle skier, though. The name is. I also follow her on Instagram. She recently competed in the games.
Sylvia?
Yes, Silvia Bertagna.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find her.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I would love to chat with her as well.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, it hurts so much seeing these full days of snow and powder. She's amazing. She's also amazing.
She is amazing.
But I think maybe Marta Bassino is like Sofia Goggia, and she is not in the freestyle sector of skiing, maybe in the other competitive
free ride stuff.
And about you also, it looks like, looking at your Instagram, you also do snowboarding.
Yeah, I think skateboarding has been a big influence for that. It correlates pretty well, but I love snowboarding. It's nice to feel challenged to slide a rail or be scared to slide a rail again.
Yeah, so you like to be scared. Have you ever tried snow skating, the bi-deck snow skates?
Oh yeah, not the one with the single ski, but just the deck I have.
Okay, like the deck is the one, the deck only is the one you usually use for street skating in cities with snow, right?
Right. Yeah. And then the one with the ski, people can take down the mountain.
Yeah, I own one of those, and I eat a lot of shit. It's really dangerous. I love that, but I am not. I'm an okay skateboarder and an awful snowboarder. And whenever I use the snow skate, I eat massive amounts of shit.
It's hard.
I think it's just the wrong means of transportation, but it's so fun.
Yeah, it's nice to feel challenged sometimes.
And so, what are your right now? You told me you are on a break for an injury, but what is in your future in terms of skateboarding and skis and everything?
Well, now that I've stopped competing on the world circuit, I just want to work with my sponsors, create maybe product with my name on it, create projects to promote me and my sponsors and what I'm doing. Filming more. The X Games opportunity was huge, so hopefully I'll get another shot at that. And yeah, just even incorporate skating and snowboarding into my projects. I want to attract all eyes and not just skiers.
Yeah, I think I always look at skiing and skateboarding and snowboarding and rollerblading as different sides of the same attitude, which is basically let's risk breaking a bone to make something which is completely useless, but it's so cool and it will be satisfying to achieve.
Exactly. Yeah, it's really cool to create something and be able to look back on it and see your progression and build from that.
Talking about progression, and I'm not talking about skiing only right now, but also about skateboarding. When I started skateboarding, there was no YouTube, and so everything was all of the knowledge was passed on from the elders in the scene to the kids. But right now, with YouTube tutorials, videos, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, I see really young kids doing incredible stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think we will eventually hit a ceiling, or that the new generation will keep doing crazier and crazier things?
Yeah, I think it's just up from here. Especially like you said, you can watch a video on Instagram. You can YouTube how to do a trick. I'm sure that I feel like skateboarding is on a whole new level right now. It's so popular and so trendy that I feel like eventually it's gonna kind of hit the ceiling, but I feel like it's always gonna come back like it does.
And are you seeing any? What about skiing? Are you seeing a progression, a real and observable progression in the skill, in the average skill of the freestyle skiers?
Big time. Yeah, the girls especially. Like, I mean, guys are doing triples and doubles, but I never thought I would see in my career the girls that I competed against doing the things that they're doing now. It's really amazing. And I think the training facilities, the airbags, all of that is such a pusher for progression right now.
And speaking about girls in skiing, you competed in 2015 in the Nine Queens, right?
No, this was just trying to be in the trying to get invited. I was actually in France last year filming for Skivas, and we were meant to go to Nine Queens, but everything shut down due to COVID.
Ah, that's awful. Because
Yeah.
I remember I was a few years ago, I was in Livigno, and they just finished building the castle for the 9 nights competition, and I remember looking at it from the slopes, and it looked insane. I said, okay, how do you go from zero to how do you eventually find the courage to go with a lot of speed on a kicker like that.
Right. Pretty insane. Think that the everyone around you and the stoke just gets you to do it. That's what we live for, is that energy and scaring the shit out of ourselves.
Yeah. That is. But the thing that surprised me about this thing is that it looks massive even in the video, which makes everything look smaller. This was seeing it from in real life was like, whoa. And you could see some skiers just trying it out, and they were straight up flying. Look at this. I think I will never achieve anything like this, but I am so happy that humans are just doing, okay, let's do this because it looks fucking cool.
Yeah, maybe in the next life.
Yeah, maybe. I hope so. And have you ever skied? Have you ever come to ski in Italy or around these parts?
Let's see. I don't think I've ever been to Italy. I was meant to go to. Don't laugh at my Italian. Salsaram.
Can you say it again?
Salsaram, near the Dolomites.
Okay, near the. So Salice Dulci or Sause Dulx? Maybe.
Maybe.
But you didn't.
So I was meant to go there last year, but COVID.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's this is a painful topic because I'm saving a lot of money because skiing is expensive here as well. But yesterday I was taking my car in my garage and I saw all of our skis against the wall, and it was a very sad sight because it's all of the slopes are completely closed here in Italy at the moment.
How is everything in town? Is it closed? Masks?
Masks everywhere at the moment, but we have different colored zones depending on the region of Italy. And right now I'm Milano, being a very big city. It's a big city, and it's where most of the planes come and depart from. We are in a red zone, which means that I cannot leave the region, and that most of the shops are closed unless they sell food or necessities. So it's not a ghost city anymore. Like 1 year ago, it looked like it was a ghost city because nobody knew how to behave yet in the pandemic. But it's not my city. Yeah, I really love Milano, and it usually is a vibrant city for music. We have a wild punk rock scene. We have a techno scene. We used to have shows every night, and now the city is basically sleeping, and we have to pull through.
So sad.
Yeah, at least we do have Twitch. Twitch was very important to me in 2020, and I guess in 2021 as well, because even though I cannot really go around and see friends, it's a very human form of interaction. Sure, it's more than just a Skype call. And do you also? I also see that you have a lot of tattoos, and you see in your biography on Instagram, you say skiing, skateboarding, and tattoos. Are you? Is it just a hobby, or are you also doing stuff with tattoos?
Sorry, you cut out a little. Can you say that again?
I see that I also like tattoos, and you do have at least from the videos I've seen, it looks like you have a lot of tattoos. Is that an hobby of yours? You have do you have any goals regarding tattoos?
I love tattoos. I want to be fully covered one day. I've just fallen in love with the history of it, the modern day use, and I really like the American traditional style
Yeah.
of things. This was my first tattoo, and it's definitely not.
That's the first one?
This
That's
was my
huge.
first- yeah, it's just like a little family tribute. Dad restored cars, mom pianos, but this is definitely not the style that I would go for these days. But
Well, that's super. I'm using a bigger camera. Can you show that again?
yeah,
Please. Wow, that is a big. You are. I can see why you are able to go down these huge kickers on skis, because that is a huge first tattoo. Like my first tattoo was like a tiny thing like this. It was like, okay, I can do this. Let's get bigger ones. That's super brave.
yeah, I had to do it.
Some from time to time, in this thing we are doing on Twitch, we usually do video games and old video games and stuff like that. But I'm trying to invite interesting people and like you. And one of my frequent guests is my tattoo artist, and his name is Luca Font, and he does some amazing stuff because it's not traditional, but he has this style. Look at this. I really enjoy his stuff, and actually I found out that there is a world behind tattoos that is completely incredible. It's like when I started following tattoo artists on Instagram, I realized that it's like starting to follow a skateboarder, and then you find another one, and then another one, and then you want to get covered in tattoos.
Totally, I agree.
So, thank you a lot for your time. I really hope we can maybe do this once again in a few months after after competitions or videos or whatever. I will keep following you on Instagram. And thank you a lot for your time, for your availability, and for all the inspiration.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. And I hope that Milan gets back to normal for you soon and stay healthy.
Yeah, and let's hope that one day you will come to ski in Italy. Let us know if you do.
And we can go have a beer or something.
Yeah, that would be a beer. You know what? A beer sounds like a dream to me at the moment, because I have beer in the fridge. But my dream right now is to give money to a person that will fill the glass for me, very cold glass, and drink it with a friend without a mask. That would be amazing. So maybe let's do that in Italy in the future.
When it happens. Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you so much. Everybody in the chat, follow Taylor on Instagram, and also Google her name. You will find lots of cool videos and cool stuff. And see you soon. Have a nice day, because it's 10 a.m. right where you are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And see you very soon, and have a very nice day.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking.
Thank you, and see you the next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.